So if you are doing things for yourself that really feel in alignment, it feels like a hell yes. You start to feel lighter, more energized. You can actively feel your vibration raising. You're starting to feel happier, you're more accepting of things, and you notice that the same opportunities aren't coming up, your friends stop reaching out, or, just certain things in your life are coming to a close and it's ending. You just have to look at it as a blessing rather than a curse, or that something bad is happening to you. Honestly, that's kind of like a dead giveaway that you are moving towards the right path. Because if you're doing something that feels good and on the other side something is getting pushed out or is just like, I'm not vibing with you anymore, that just means that those things were vibrationally attracted to the old vibration. So a couple of months ago, I posted this video on TikTok. I had to remove the sound because I don't want to get violated for copyright. In the recent days, a lot of these spiritual accounts have been reposting the video on Instagram Reels, and I've been getting a few DMs and a lot of questions about how to actually let things go when they leave your life. Rather than responding to every single one of those questions, I thought I would just make a video about it. This is going to be all about how to accept when the universe removes things in your life that are not vibrationally in alignment with you. So when you raise your vibration, you attract things of like vibration and you repel things that are not of that same vibration. And this can go in a positive way or in a negative way. So if you are hanging around a group of friends and you're vibrationally in alignment with them, but you're doing a lot of work on yourself and you're raising your vibration actively, you're going to start to notice that these people maybe aren't reaching out as much, or you just feel like you don't fit in with them anymore. And that's because you don't, and they're not a vibrational match. Like attracts like. Alternatively, you can also be repelling things that are of high vibration because you are not vibrationally matched. You're not in alignment with that yet, but you can get there. So you can also be repelling good things from you by doing things that are not really in alignment or that are keeping your vibration lower. If you are doing things that feel good and that are in alignment with you, you are always raising your vibration. But that is kind of the gist of how manifestation works, is being of one vibration and attracting things that are of the same vibration. They come together, they attract, they come into your life. So let's read some of these questions that I got. So this first one isn't really so much a question, more a statement of just kind of vibing with what I said in the video. It says, hey, I want to vibe in your life a little bit. I saw your video about vibrational alignment. 2 weeks ago, I asked the universe to remove any people that do not align with my purpose. 4 friends left me within a week. Yeah, so ask and you shall receive, but don't be surprised when you actually receive it. And sometimes it doesn't come in the most pleasant way. It can be really painful when people that you care about or that have been in your life for a while just get up and walk out, or they change. And I did see another comment on the video that got reposted saying, I want to look at this optimistically, but I think people are just assholes. And yeah, that may be the case, but regardless, they are not meant to be in your life. Things that are meant for you don't just get up and walk away. And you can have something that's meant for you for a certain amount of time in your life that has a time limit. And once that time limit is reached, or you veer off onto a different path or a different timeline by making these different choices, that clock will tick out and that person can leave your life. And this goes for anything. It can go for friends, relationships, jobs, living places. If you are not feeling a hell yes, it is not in alignment with you. If you ask for these things to happen, they're going to happen. And if you don't know how to ask and it's really not meant for you, the universe is going to make that decision for you. Like, let's say you're in a relationship that you know is not good for you, but you just don't know how to leave. The universe is going to line that up so that it does happen. And when the universe does it for you, sometimes it's a lot more painful than it needs to be. You can always ask. This is something I've been doing very recently. This is Tom Moore's method of the gentle way, and it's basically just asking the universe for the most benevolent outcomes in all situations, and you have to ask for this to work. So let's say this person that, lost 4 friends within a week, they can ask, universe, I ask for the most benevolent outcome of people clearing out of my life that are not in my highest, greatest good. So you can say something like that, but you can use the benevolent outcomes for really anything. I want to talk about another comment that was on this reposted video. It says, thank you, I don't have any friends and it makes me sad sometimes and wonder what I'm doing wrong. But actually, I also like being alone with my dog. Okay, it's so relatable. I don't actually have a lot of friends either because I'm very much a quality over quantity person. Relationships and friendships are so important to me, and if I'm not like a hell yes vibing with someone, I just would rather be alone. And I think that that's like a really powerful thing to honor yourself and to choose to have quality relationships in your life rather than just succumbing and kind of lowering your standards of what you want out of a friendship or a relationship because you're lonely. And then I want to answer a question that I got in my DM. How do you process of acceptance? So I think they're trying to say, how do you process and accept things ending in your life and these cycles closing, these people leaving, these chapters ending? Something that I really try to live by, and it's not always the easiest thing to do. There is a Latin phrase, Amor Fati, and it translates to love of one's fate. So what that really means is that you accept everything that comes your way and kind of realize or make yourself even think that everything is happening for you, not to you. And I think that that's something that really helps me. I used to have a really hard time letting go of people. At this point in my life, it's pretty easy for me because if I don't really see the value in the relationship or the friendship, it's kind of really easy for me to let it go. And that might sound selfish, but at the end of the day, we all have to do what's right for ourselves and stay true to ourselves and honor ourselves so that we stay in alignment with our highest path. And I know that that's easier said than done. It is literally a life philosophy and it's a way of living, and it's really something that you need to practice. And of course, there are going to be situations that come up that are a lot more painful than other ones. But again, just constantly reminding yourself everything is happening for me, not to me. When these things leave your life, look at it as an opening. It's a space. Okay, so say my cup is filled with dirty, muddy water. Okay, if I spill out a little bit and then I fill it with some clean water, it's still going to be muddy. But if I spill out this much and there's only this much gunk left in it and I fill the rest with clean water, it's still going to be a little bit dirty, but it's going to be mostly clean water. So like that's kind of how I try to look at my life, is like, yeah, there might still be some things that aren't really working out, but if I empty out most of it, there's so much room for something new to come in and fill that space, something that is more in alignment with me and with my highest path. Okay, so this one is more of a negative comment. Stop normalizing thing to be alone and stuff. People have good and bads, accept all and spread love. Okay, so I agree and disagree. I definitely agree that we are not meant to be alone. I know that that might sound contradicting when I said I don't have a lot of friends. I would rather be alone, but it's not that I would rather be alone. It's that I would rather be alone than lower my standard of what I value in a friendship just so that I'm not lonely. I do wholeheartedly believe that everyone has their soul tribe out there, and I think community is so important and that we as human beings are meant to be together. And yeah, everyone does have good and bads, and that is totally okay. I'm not saying I'm perfect when someone leaves my life and they stop reaching out and we're just not vibrationally in alignment anymore. I am not trying to say that I'm perfect or that I don't have any bad qualities. It's just about that those people are not meant to be in your life anymore at that time. Accept all and spread love. Yes, I think we should accept everyone as they are. That does not mean that they need to be in your life. Spread love, absolutely, but let's not get to the toxic positivity where, you know, we just glaze over these messed up things that people do to us or to other people, or, you know, just accept things that are really unacceptable. Like, I'm not going to be friends with someone that's an asshole. I know that they might have gone through something in their life to make them that way. Maybe they're having a bad day, but I accept you, but you don't need to be in my life. So again, quality over quantity. This is also kind of a negative one. Everybody saying yes are the same people working on self-love and keeping to themselves, not reaching out. Like, it's not a two-way street for friendship. Y'all found peace, but y'all don't say anything when there's nobody there for you. Okay, so yes, friendship is definitely a two-way street, but you can honestly, I think like everyone on some subconscious level can feel when things just don't feel right or you're kind of having a falling out with somebody. But the way that I view friendship is like, if you are my friend and I love you, like, I don't feel the need to reach out every single day unless that's something that we already do. This is something that's really important to me personally, is like, if I'm busy or just like don't have the time to reach out to somebody for a couple of days or whatever, I don't want any animosity towards me because of that. Because if someone really values your friendship, you don't have to constantly be available for them. Like, you don't owe that to anyone. And I think the friendships that I value the most are the ones who know that I'm there for them when I need them, but I don't have to constantly keep in contact every single day. Like, it doesn't have to be clingy. But I do see what this person is saying, that it is a two-way street, and yes, you can work on self-love while also reaching out to people. But also, if you're working on self-love and you're not feeling that hell yes to reach out to someone, that also might be a sign that they are not vibrationally in alignment with you anymore. Okay, this is going to be the last one. 100%. The sad part seems to be nobody showed up after making space. Okay, this one is sad. I am sending so much love to you. I promise your people are out there. I have spent so much time alone, but I have been asking the universe to send me my people. And it's weird how they actually show up in your life. And that's all in divine timing. I promise your people are out there. You have to speak it into the universe. Say, universe, I ask for the most benevolent outcome to find my soul tribe, my people. But you also have to take inspired action. If something feels right, if you feel like, maybe I want to go for a walk today, or maybe I want to go to the bookstore instead of buying it on Amazon, you will be so surprised at the interactions that you make and how the universe divinely coordinates everything to bring those things into your life that you asked for. But you have to ask, and you have to take that inspired action. The takeaway is accept everything that comes your way. And yes, it is painful sometimes. It doesn't mean that you don't have to be hurt over it because it's not in alignment with you anymore. But learning how to let go of things is really a practice. And it's something that you constantly have to work on. If there is one thing that's certain in life, it is that nothing is certain. That's all I have for you guys today. If you found this video helpful, please, please, please give it a like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.